Hello then, and welcome to Championship.
Welcome to the Championship.
It's already up. We're 6 minutes early, but everyone's in.
That's good. It's good to see. I have not done a single time trial in Singapore this week.
Good luck to you then. You're going to need luck if you've not done any practicing here.
I've been playing all the old F1 games this week. I was playing F1 2017, 2015. I've come back on this game and my wheel settings are all messed up and I was like, what the hell?
That's the first time this has ever happened, I think. Everyone, all 20 being turning up. It's a good 7 minutes early.
Yeah, you can get started early, I suppose.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating peanuts. Right, let's get the stream up then on my phone. And we can have a look what's going on. There we go, everyone's all ready and up. Really keen tonight. It is a long race, so it's good to get it done with a couple of minutes earlier. It's going to be a really long race tonight. Singapore, one of the longest on the calendar.
Most corners on the track.
By the way, we are up to 97 subscribers. 97 subscribers for the channel now. So if you're in the comments and you're not subscribed, subscribe for us, and we could get 100 tonight. That'd be brilliant.
I'm really sorry, mate.
Get that tomorrow.
My neighbours are having a fireworks show. I hope you can't hear that.
No, we can't. Oh God. Right then. Let's get into it. Obviously, League One was fantastic. Really enjoyed that race.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good to watch.
I enjoyed commentating, and my mate Jake, he knows a lot more about F1 than me, so
yeah,
it was good.
No, it was really good. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. It was really good for League One. That was Japan as well, so another difficult track. Couple of mini announcements we got. Now we've got most of the people here in the Championship. Obviously, we've got a lot of new reserves you might have seen so far tonight. It's something we're going to try and look at doing, because some people race in 2 leagues. So for next year, we're hoping that everyone's just going to have 1 league. And then also the calendar for next year, it's still going to be a mixed up calendar. However, it's going to be close to the normal calendar, because we've had a couple of drivers say they find it easier for practice if they've got like the same track, the same week, but at the same time we want to be a little bit different. It's like Australia might be within the first couple of weeks, Bahrain the next couple of weeks. It'll still be mixed up a little bit, but it'll be closer to the normal track, so it's easier for people to get better practice for their other leagues as well. Have a quick look. Crazy Bill's going to be first out, who joins us on the commentary as well. Yeah, Falling Moment saying, can we hit the hundo tonight? Yeah, be great if we could get 100. And Adapt Gaming is saying rain in 10 minutes.
Oh, go away, honestly.
Is it really? Wow. It was lucky you're out early then. Everyone needs to bang those softs on and get it going, don't they? Sure. A wet race in Singapore. Is it raining the race? Adapt Gaming. So if it is, we could be in for a long night. Let's quickly go through the grid then. We've got 18 of our drivers here today. Bills has replaced Cryptocalibi now. Cryptocalibi is still in the server with us, and we still talk to him, of course, but his PlayStation has broke, so, and he's not getting a new one. He's just going to wait until the PS5. So Bills is going to be taking over his seat in the Racing Point until that is fixed. And then, yeah, 2 reserves we've got in tonight. We've got Cal Cohen, who's in from Wally, with a view of making it a permanent seat if we don't hear back from Wally. And then we've got Jake S, who used to be in the Premier League with us. Got some decent finishes in there. He's not raced with us for over a month now, but he joined back today, and yeah, he's replacing DJ Jawley. We did have Captain Infinity as our standby driver, but I think that's the first time in the history of WNR we've not needed our standby driver, so, which is a good thing. And there you can tell it's going to be raining, because look at the amount of cars on their outlaps already. All getting out there, aren't they? Let's have a look then. It's Crazy Bill starts his lap. We'll go on board with him. We'll take you through the lap. Oh, he's gone a bit. Yeah, that's good enough there. You want to stay close to that left hand side and open it up. Yeah, it's really good first couple of corners from Crazy Bill. His qualifying's been great the last few weeks. You want to go really wide here, but not invalidate. Little correction for some oversteer there. And it's a great line Crazy Bill's got. Really quick sector 1 so far. Again, you want to get as wide as you can without clipping the curb. Or that's a difficult one, because if you go 4 wheels off there, you will invalidate. There you go, swooping there. It's a really slow corner. He gets a little bit of rear spinning. Oh, he's going to hit the wall. Oh, it's perfect, because that wall just cuts out at the perfect time, doesn't it? Really pushing it to the limits here, Crazy Bill. Clips the little curb there, and this is a little hard one. Yes, he's doing really well here. Now this is a really slow corner. You really want to get close to the wall on the left side and open it up. Fantastic. This is really impressive so far from Crazy Bill. He's in the commentary with us, trying to put him under too much pressure. But this is looking so good. Don't want to invalidate here. If you go too wide, you can invalidate. Oh, nearly pushing it to the limit still. Oh, and very nearly invalidating there. This is a quality lap. Little left-hander into the bridge then, and back right. Oh, nearly 4 wheels off here. Last couple of corners. Can he keep it together? You can spin there. Oh, and then the last fast left-hander then going onto the straight. Clips the curb. Fantastic lap. This is some Crazy Bill. It was a 1:37.7. Absolutely perfect lap.
Oh, I didn't have hot
done.
lap on mode the whole time. Damn it.
Adam's up next, but he has invalidated and he's coming back in the pits. But then got the other racing point, Crazy Bill's teammate, who's now Bill. So we've got Bill and Crazy Bill, and Bill's goes 2 seconds quicker than Crazy Bill did. And that
I didn't have hot lap mode on the old time.
That's why then. That's why it was so slow. It's looking perfect, that lap. FaZe Bailey's gone into P2 1:37.0. Next up, the Alfa Romeo of Andy Lewis, a 1:37.8. The other McLaren's up next is going to be Dylan. He does a 1:37.1. So he's close to his teammate. We've then got a Renault coming up next. I think that's going to be Ayrton. Ayrton goes up to P2 of 1:36.1. Then got a Ferrari. This is absolutely madness. There's a Ferrari, Jake Leclerc starting a lap. Theo's just starting a lap too. We've then got an AlphaTauri. Beardy Dave invalidated his lap. Next up's going to be the Ferrari of Nunda, who's second in the standings, and Nunda is third in this session. So Bill's looking really good so far. We've then got a Red Bull of Shadows coming in the pits because he's invalidated his time. Not sure. And next up, it's going to be Cal Cohen coming across the line to start a lap. The Belgian, I think he's the first Belgian to ever race in weekend night racing. Great to welcome him. We then got Jake now starting his lap in the Mercedes. His teammate Marvsky's now coming up to finish his lap. Marvsky third in the standings. What can he do? It's P4. I think anything to 1:36s will see you safely through to Q2. Argentina comes in the pits because he's invalidated his lap. Then we got the other AlphaTauri, who's going to be the Maniac, comes across the line. It's only P9, it's 1:39. It definitely won't get him through unless there's a good few instants. McKenty's coming across to start his lap in a second. Then we've got the racing points. I think the racing point of Crazy Bill has saved up, and now he's going again after doing that lap without having his ERS on. Hot lap. Oh, nearly invalidated there. Went 4 wheels off. The other racing points coming to pits. I'm sure the McLaren's coming to pits too, and yes they are. Alfa Romeo of Theo then. He might be next to set of time. He's actually following Jake Deslay. I'm not sure if Jake Deslay invalidated. No, he hasn't. Jake Deslay is going for it. See what Jake Deslay can do then. Don't think it's going to be too quick here, but it might be in the 36s. And it is just 1:36.7. And Theo crosses the line with very similar time just behind him. And they both should be through. Theo really good at qualifying, but he struggles to get points. And the Bearded Dave's up to P11. AlphaTauri really struggling this year, bottom in the standings, and they're both bottom of the drivers at a set time so far. Well, the Bearded Dave has shown some promising races the last few weeks, and then we just see, not quite sure who that was that just improved. Next up is going to be a Renault, and it's Cal Cohen. He's up to P9. Then got Mercedes of Jake, P4 for Jake. There we go, and strong pace from Jake, really good from him. He should safely be through. Neither the Williams. There we go, 6 cars are not set laps. They're both Red Bulls, both Hasses and both Williams. Williams now coming across the line to start a lap. That's ALR Vintage. We're going to go on board with McKenty then. Oh, actually, we've got Crazy Bill. Let's not forget. He's going to cross the line in a minute. Oh, we've just seen the Renault. It's Cal Cohen. He's got wing damage. He's just crashed into the wall in his in-lap. Crazy Bill then goes up to P11. There we go. He's getting another 4 temps there. That might be enough for him. We're not too sure. Next up, we missed McKenty. Went to P5 and Cal Cohen's crashed. Cal Cohen, it's not a very good debut for him then, because he has crashed the car on his in lap. Not quite, he's just lost it, hasn't he? He's lost the wing and he's not got enough on it. So Cal Cohen, he might have a good enough time to get through, but he will be out of the session. And Mechanic did got to P5 to split the Mercedes. He's 5,000 slower than Jake, so Jake's definitely going to be a competitor. And Ayrton, that's a fantastic time from him there as well.
Oh, I crossed the line in no fuel mode. That makes sense why I'm so low.
Another excuse from Crazy Bill.
Shut up.
Right, so Vintage is on a lap. Argentina out of lap. Beefy's invalidated. Wow, if we had like red flag now, they'd be in trouble, wouldn't they? Because Beefy and Argentina, two of the contenders, both not set a time yet.
To the pits.
Hey, Vintage. Go on board with him. Bills has retired. He's happy with his time. He's in the pits and retired. Wouldn't surprise me if a couple of top guys then did the same thing. Let's see what Vintage can do then. Goes through the fast left-hander and he cuts the corner and invalidates. It would have been a 1:38.8 around that, so he would have been ahead of the Maniac. 20 drivers turn out. Nice, saying serious much from the comments. Yeah, brilliant. All turned up 7 minutes early. We got started as well. That's great to see. And they're saying no one saw what I did. Don't know what he did. Codemasters add red flags would be interesting. Yes, it would. I would like that. With you, Rachel, no, it'd probably be every 5 seconds you get a red flag, red flag. So
that's
maybe not. No rain for me, same for the moments. Oh no, it's raining Q2 and 3. Hashtag Nunda poll. Yeah, Nunda our wet specialist, isn't he? So we're hearing it could be a wet Q2 or Q3 or both. Is there rain for the race though? Can anyone tell me that? I hope not, because we'll be here all night. Got 22 people watching the comments. Welcome to you all. Let's hope for another good race. Do love these Friday nights, back-to-back races. League 1, like we say, it's a fantastic race. Oh, it's gone really wide there, Adam. Oh. Argentina went up to P4, Shadows went up to P5. I've missed out when we were looking through the comments. So they are both safely through as well. Let's have a look who's in danger. It's Andy Lou's in danger. He is actually 15th, Andy Lou, and Crazy Bill's actually 14th. Yeah, at the moment it says Cal Cohen's 15th because that's where he's going to start as he crashed, but he's actually set a faster time than that. And Andy Lou's getting all out of shape. He could be in trouble. Bearded Dave and Maniac going out at the moment. Adam, FIFA Beefy on laps as well, so they should, well, you'd think they'd improve.
Jeff just said rain pretty soon.
Jeff has said rain pretty soon, so they need to get these times pretty quickly. It's Beefy and Adam. Beefy's going to get it now anyway, unless he makes the last corner. No, he doesn't. FIFA Beefy, what can he do? It is only P10 for FIFA Beefy, but we could see I was on his second lap, possibly even third lap on those set of softs, so they'd have been going off for it being a long track. And he definitely wasn't going flat out around that last couple of corners. He just wanted to get that time set, and I think that should be enough for him. But you never know, do you? Because there's definitely cars that can improve, and there's wing damage going to the pit lane. I think Andy Lou's got big wing damage as he's coming to the pits there. And Adam is in the pits as well, and so is Vintage just behind him. So both Williams, as it stands, Williams are 19th from 20th. Trust me, the cars are not unrealistic. They have yet to set a lap, and then we've got Alpha Tauri in 17 and 18 also setting laps. 1:38 and a 1:39 won't be enough. However, the Bearded Dave is now coming back out. That's telling me he's got tyres fitted that he's been on for 3 laps already, so I'm not sure if that's a mistake from the Bearded Dave, maybe panicking to get out earlier in case this rain starts to come in the penultimate couple of minutes of this Q1 session.
How long's left? I can't see the time.
It says 5 minutes 22 seconds. Should have said 2 minutes or something. I'd have panicked to win it. Rain in quali's good to watch. Oh, a spit in the rain. We have got spits of rain.
Shit.
We have. So Williams and Alpha Tauri are in big trouble. There we go, Andy Lewis now coming out the pits, because as it stands he's going to be out as well on P16. Crazy Bill in 14th. Well. We've just seen Jake the Slayer got to P2. Wow, it's the Jake the Slayer of the first few races of this season. Where did that come from? Great effort there from Jake the Slayer, but it does look like Williams are in big trouble, down in 19th and 20th. Look, Alpha Tauri are in big trouble in 17th and 18th. Let's see what they can do though. They're still going to get a lap set. They're still on the soft tyres. However, that rain, as you can see now, it's starting to come down, isn't it? And it's already starting to affect these Williams drivers on their outlap. Look, they're already sliding a bit. I don't think they're going to be able to go quicker than the guys in P14, 15. Adam's really hitting the wall in his outlap.
Yeah, mate, it's not happening for me.
You'll be through though, at least.
Will I?
Yeah, you're 14th at the moment. You're in the danger zone. You're actually 15th because Cal Cohen's 15th for a quicker time. Yeah, these guys are spinning on their outlap, so I think you'll be okay. We're going board the Bearded Dave. He's 3 temps down on Sector 1. Andy Lou, yeah, he's crawling it around the Bearded Dave, so he's crawling it round the track. Yeah, there we go. I think it's all over.
Thank God.
Adam's just started his lap. Obviously, the Williams guys will be fighting each other, won't they? Because for 19th and 20th on the grid, so that'll be a good little fight between them. As Vintage has hit the wall, he's hit the wall. Vintage has. So he is struggling, isn't he? Has he got wing damage? I don't think he has. If he has, it's very minor. There you go. See cars retiring in the pits now because they know that they're safety through. Anyone 15th and above is safety through. 14th and above, sorry, because Cal Cohen is out, obviously. Yeah, Bearded Dave. He's coming in the pits as well. He knows it's all over. The Maniac 6 temps down after sector 2. 6 seconds down now. Adam's invalidated.
I think, am I through?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Andy Lou's 6 seconds down as well after sector 2. Looks like we're heading for Inters going into Q2.
Lovely jubbly. Just what you want on your sandwiches.
Oh, and Adam's actually spun now. He's facing the wrong way. There we go, Maniac's in the pits as well, so both Alpha Tauri's going to be out. Oh, Vintage, there we go, he's set at 1 minute 55 to go ahead of Adam for P19, ahead of his teammate. Not sure if Adam's actually going to cross the line in time, and he'll have a go at trying to get P19, but Vintage set that lap when he had to hit the wall as well. Will Adam go for P19 of his teammate? Oh, he smashed into the wall again. He's really not liking these conditions. These cars all over the place. He's not going to be able to set a time then, is he? He's hit the wall again. Yeah, I think he's just going to come in the pits. He's going to hit the wall. Oh, he did well to avoid the wall there.
Oh, he didn't there.
He is coming in the pits. He's trying to come in the pits anyway. There we go. He just about makes it. So it's all over them. Out we go. Out goes Adam and ALR Vintage. All Williams back row. It's an all Alpha Tauri, second from last row, and it's Andy Lewis impressed lately in qualifying. He's also out in Q1, caught out by the rain, and then Cal Cohen is also out on his WNR debut. He'll start 15th because he crashed a car in that session after he set his lap as well, so pretty needlessly too. Everyone else is safety through. We've got 18 seconds left. Everyone could retire, that would be great. We've got a McLaren going out on the track. I'm not quite sure why. With only 9 seconds left. Oh well.
Phase Bailey on the inters.
Faze Bailey's gone out to get a little bit of practice on the inters, hasn't he? Oh, well, there we go. We're just waiting on Jacob Slayer, Faze Bailey, Fee for Beefy, and Theo. Theo's now coming in the pits. Retired. Check the saves. We're just waiting on Fee for Beefy and Faze Bailey, and then we'll save another 2 minutes. All done. Brilliant.
Great.
So there we go. Confirmation. Now the 14 going through. Great laps there. God, at the moment at the top of the stands, we've got Nunda, Argentina, McKenty, Beefy all around there, Marvsky. And the top 3 here at the moment are Bills, Jake the Slayer and Ayrton. If they can keep that up through the whole of quali in the wet conditions, that would spring a surprise. So well done to those 3, great times. And then there we can see confirmation of the cars that are out of this session. Dreadful times for AlphaTauri and Williams. Not looking good for them. Of course, as soon as I go out it rains, says Adam, yep. Cal Cohen has a slower time than Crazy Bill by 3 tenths on my screen. Yeah, Cal Cohen is set a quicker. Oh yeah, he'd have gone out anyway. He was actually 15th anyway, Cal Cohen. So he would have gone through just if he didn't crash. But yeah, that's right, he was 15th.
Oh, close one. I ain't raced in the wet for about 3 weeks.
I've never done Singapore in the wet on F1 2020. There we go, and see everyone is on the inters now.
I don't have a... The thing is, it's Parc Ferme, so everyone's on their dry cell.
Well, yeah, it's a dry race, isn't it? So let's have a look in the comments again. We've got Chazza in the comments. Chazza is racing tomorrow for Williams. Obviously, we do the joint constructors as well, so Chazza won't be too happy because Williams starting last. He's saying Nunda probably the favourite to get pole position if it's wet for the rest of quali. Yes, absolutely. Nunda has to be the favourite in these conditions. However, like I say, we've not seen Bills before in the wet conditions, I don't think. And then Jake as well, Jake 46, previously known as Jake S. Yeah, I wouldn't rule him out as well. But this will be interesting because 4 cars are going to go out. See, it's only 4 because Cal Cohen crashed in Q1. Be interesting to see. Wouldn't surprise me if one of the big guns crashed and we've got a bit of a traffic jam. Look, everyone's going out. They're all keen, aren't they, to get laps on the board.
Just in case it gets wetter. It looks like full wet conditions at this
It does. It looks like it's getting wetter. Of course, there's no... Why everyone might be going out again as well is because if it's not going to be raining for the race, you've got 3 sets of inters which you can just use for Q2 and Q3. You don't have to worry about the race as well.
There's a bit of a traffic jam going on, mate.
Yeah, I can see it.
I might have to hold up. Oh, Argentina's had a bit of a spin there. He's alright.
Yeah, we're on board with him. Yeah, so you're right behind him.
Oh,
yeah,
mate,
just need to
thing
space.
Is, I wanna stop, but I don't want to hold up shadows.
Just need to space out a little bit as well. Yeah, I'd hold back, hang back a little bit. I'll go on board with Shadows. Yeah, I think he's hanging back too. You're just going to end up catching each other up if they're doing this. Yeah, Shadows is holding back, and then he's got Bills behind him on the back. And we've got as a Haas driver, McKenty, who's spun on his outlap. I'm not sure if he's got wing damage. Yes, he has. He's got wing damage. McKenty's spun on his outlap and got wing damage. He's going to have to come back in. It's only Fee for Beefy in the pits. And Mercedes has gone wide there. Not sure if he's just slowing up. Yeah, Marv's just slowing up, letting a couple of cars pass. He's going to wait for that gap at the end. There we go. Every car is on outlap. Theo's first to start his lap.
Oh, I've invalidated already.
That is not good. We will see a lot more invalidations, of course, in these wet conditions. Hard for invalidating anyway. We've got another yellow flag. It's just for Marvsky going down. And I think that's Crazy Bill that is going wide.
I'll just let Shadows pass.
Oh, it's letting Shadows pass. There we go. I'd sit out somewhere and let the whole traffic pass, I would. Unless you're going to cane it back. And there we go.
I reckon it's full wets, to be honest.
See what times everyone else does in the inters. But yeah, Theo's struggling for grip on these inters. It might be full wets. Theo is really everyone's on their lap, apart from McKenty and FIFA Beefy. FIFA Beefy on his out lap. I think McKenty's going to be coming in the pits after that wing damage. Been neat from Theo. He's not made any mistakes. I say that he starts sliding. Oh, he's held it together really well. Theo, the quali master, who's got no points yet in the league, unfortunately. Oh, he's nearly at the wall, eh? He's sliding everywhere, Theo. He's keeping it together, and then we've got the train we can see behind now. Really do not know what to expect from these times, and we have got a yellow flag. Crazy Bill just getting out of the way there, as you can see. He needs to wait for the other Ferrari. Now he's got space. And does a 1:17.4 for sector 2. Shadows is also there. We'll go through them as they come across the line then. So Theo's going to be first. It's going to be 2-minute lap, isn't it? Around a 2-minute lap. Oh, he nearly hit the wall. Oh, don't lose at the last corner, Theo. Normally flat out around that corner. Not flat out at all. Theo, it's a 1 minute 58.8. Argentina, there's a 1:57.9. The Red Bull of Shadows, there's a 1:58.2, and then got the racing point of Bills. He does a 57.8. He takes provisional pole, well, not provisional pole, but P1. Ayrton goes up to 4th, only momentarily as Jake Desai goes up to 3rd, and then down to 4th because Nunda's in P1 with a 1:56.2. That's incredible from Nunda. Lenzi, FaZe Bailey up to P4 in his championship debut. His teammate Dylan's coming across the line now. He spins across the line into P9 only. Jake only went to P10, so Jake could be in trouble there. Crazy Bill and McKenty both invalidated their laps. McKenty's coming out on wets. There we go. Marvsky's next to come across the line to set his lap then. And it's going to be a slow lap from Marvsky. It's only a 2-minute one, so Marvsky's in 11th. Mercedes are in trouble at the moment then. FIFA Beefy's last one to come across the line before we then wait for Crazy Bill and McKenty. Obviously, because they're on inters though, some might go for back-to-back laps. Not too sure if any of them are going to do that. There we go then, FIFA Beefy. So having just one hot lap on them, people might find it easier to gain time doing it back-to-back. FIFA Beefy, very sensible, very clean driver, but very quick as well. He's got 3 wins, and Theo's got a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Ayrton. Oh no, Theo, that's not good at all. He was in the point just zone to an instant with Crazy Bill. Which, obviously, if Crazy Bill had forgotten, we will remind him that
if I get into Q3, that is, mate.
Yeah. The Q3 ban. FIFA Beefy went up to P6 then, just ahead of his teammate. Not sure if that'll be enough, but that time from Nunda is 1.6 seconds clear of Bills. Oh, he's just hit the wall though. He's just hit the wall and got wing damage. He's only on an in-lap anyway, but he needs to mind out of the way of FaZe Bailey here. I don't think FaZe Bailey's on a lap anyway, but needs to be careful. There we go, Nunda's coming in the pits. FaZe Bailey trying to come in the pits as well. There we go. So as it stands, both Mercedes are going out, and we're just waiting for Crazy Bill McKenty to set laps as well. McKenty's now started his lap on the wet tyres.
The wets are feeling really good actually, to be fair.
Crazy Bill's also on the wets, yeah. Doesn't it look easier? Cal Cohen's left the session. We'll get him another invite. He's got other invites. Yeah, it looks like there's much more grip on these wets. Might lose a bit of pace. Of course, Crazy Bill's Q3 ban was for an instant with Theo, so Theo's really having a hard time with it, trying to get his points on the board, isn't he? Still sat at the bottom with none. Let's see what McKenty's time is going to be. Yeah, he's getting a bit of wheel spin. You can tell he's slower, but it's just he's not sliding at all, is he, in these wet tyres? Well, he is a little bit, but not as much as we saw a couple of drivers like Theo on the wet on the inters. Just looks like they're creeping through the corners. They're going that slow. I mean, the lap times obviously show that as well. Close to the 2 minutes. And it's a 1:17.6 for McKenty. Pops up purple, but that's not purple at all because we've already seen a 1:17.4. I think that's from. Not sure where that was from, but still not fixed that purple sector glitch, have they? I wonder where this will be for McKenty, because it's obviously going to be harder if he then has to go back to the inters, because then he's got to get used to not having as much grip. So McKenty could be in trouble here, and so could Crazy Bill. Coming through sector 3 then. He's got that last flat out. It won't be flat out now, will it, in the wet, but that left hander coming onto the straight. He does it well, McKenty, but he slides. And it's a 1:58.8, so McKenty's up to P9 on the wet tyres. Dylan and Marv have put the wet tyres on the pits, and Crazy Bill's struggling to keep the rear end balance there as he comes through sector 2. That tight left hander opens up the car. It was a 1:17.6 we saw, the sector time. And for Crazy Bill it's 1:17.5, so he's a tenth quicker than we saw McKenty, and McKenty's in P9. So good sector 3 here for Crazy Bill, and it could be enough to at least get him through to Q3. And this sector 3 is looking good so far. It's neat and tidy. Yes, he's doing well. He's just got a couple more corners now. It's right. Don't invalidate here. He hasn't. And Bills has retired in the pits. He's okay. And Bill's teammate in the Racing Point is Crazy Bill, and Crazy Bill, he keeps it tidy. It's a good lap. He's coming across the line. It's P7 for Crazy Bill on the wet tyres. 7th, yeah, that final turn, he really went for it there as well. So up to P7 Crazy Bill. Good effort there. Definitely not 100% safe there, but he's given himself a great chance of getting through. As we've just seen FIFA Beef, he got to P2 on the inters on his 3rd lap on them. So maybe inters are still the best tyre, because that is a second quicker than Crazy Bill, and that was his 3rd lap on them. Mercedes are 13th and 14th then. Jake's out on the inters, Marv's out on the wets. Have a look on the comments then. We've got McKenty's on full wet tyres, the same with Crazy. Don't trust Jeff. Wets are 3/10 slower, says Nunda. Nunda and Nighting having a little conversation there, and it says wets are now 1 second slower. Nunda's saying, he's saying the track is getting drier. Doesn't look any drier, but not sure where Nunda's getting those messages from. He reckons the track's getting drier. Serious Mushroom saying true, Nightwing, you have to be focused. Yeah, be ready to switch for dries. Absolutely. If it does completely dry up. It's still raining though. Only light rain.
"10 more minutes of this rain," it says.
Oh, stage nearly hitting the wall. 10 minutes left of the rain, Crazy Bill says. So we might get dry Q3, at least towards the end of it anyway.
The track does look a bit drier.
It is drying up, isn't it? Yeah, you can see it's starting to dry up. I think inters might be the best way forward. Marv's now starting his lap on the wet, so he's committed to that. Same with Dylan. Crazy Bill comes in the pits. If he's quick, he has to be very quick,
mate.
He will have to be very quick to get in and out of those pits. I don't think he'll be able to do it. Oh, as Dylan's hit the wall, has he got wing damage? Not too sure, but on his lap on the wets, he has hit the wall. And I think he has got wing damage. We can't see from his helicopter view, but yes, he has. And I think Dylan could be out here.
Come on,
FIFA Beef, he's retired in the pits.
He retired.
Oh, he's completely outbraked himself there, Dylan. And he's gone flying into the wall. And that's Dylan done. Pretty sure it's all over for Dylan then. He's just waiting for the cars to get away, and he's going to turn back onto the track. There we go then. All over for Dylan. He's got to get away in the Mercedes, and he does that really well.
Gonna make it.
So then Jake is 1.8 seconds up on these inters. He's really quick. He's really quick here, Jake. The track's definitely starting to dry up, but we know Jake's got a lot of pace anyway. He needs to keep this together now, don't take any silly risks, and he will be through to Q3 as we expected. We've got a yellow flag, I think it's one McLaren getting out of the way of the other. We've got the two Haas drivers slipstreaming each other down sector 2. Oh, Jake's sliding a bit there, but he holds it together. He's got that one last turn to do. Oh, he keeps it together well, and Jake goes up to P1 for Jake. It's a 155.3, so the track absolutely is drying up. Marv is 9/10 up, down in P14. I think he could be going out, and Shadows is P1 as well. The track's really drying up. Oh, Marv spun it, and he's spinning into the pits. Oh, and he's nearly gone flying. He's lucky he's ghosting, otherwise he'd have gone flying through. Face Bailey P1. So there we go. Marvski's out, isn't he? Yeah, Marv is out. He's coming to the pits. Dylan then, he's also going to be out. Jake the Slayer P1. Theo and McKenty on the inters. They've just started their lap. So FIFA, Beefy and Bills, who retired thinking they were 1 and 2 comfortably, they could be out. If Ayrton, McKenty and Theo all improve, they're both going to be out, as well as Crazy Bill. It depends if Crazy Bill gets to the line in time. And he's not going to, is he? Crazy Bill's not going to make the line in time, so I think Crazy Bill's going to be out. Both racing point, this could be disaster for them, because they're both going to be out. What does the clock say on your?
11.
Yeah, he's not going to make it, Crazy Bill, unfortunately. It's all eyes on McKenty and Ayrton then. If they both set good times as you'd expect, as the track drying up, that means Bills and Crazy Bill are going to be out, which would be a big surprise. Ayrton's going to be first. He's 2.5 seconds up, Ayrton. There we go then. FIFA Beefy's a lucky boy. And again, it was those drivers that went on the wets at the end, Dylan and Marv. It was those two that really paid the price of putting on those wet tyres, because they're both out. Ayrton, and I'm sure he's going to improve unless he makes a big mistake somewhere. I'm sure the Mercedes in front will get out of the way. Ayrton just taking it nicely for the last couple of corners. Last left-hander then. Ayrton's going to set a good time. I'm sure this is going to be towards the top, and he'll be safety through. Ayrton goes into P1. There we go. 154.0. Crazy Bill is out. McKenty's 2.7 seconds up, so he's going to knock Bills out unless he can find the pace from somewhere. It looks like Racing Point are going to be 11 and 12. One last only hope for Bills is that he invalidates Ian McKenty, and he absolutely will not. McKenty keeps it together, and McKenty goes up into P4. There we go. And so Bills is out. FIFA Beefy just about survived. He could have really made a mistake there, but Bills retired in the pits thinking he was through, I'm pretty sure. And in fact the track dried up, and he's now out. So Marv's out in 14th. He likes being last in Q2. He always seems to get points from there. Dylan in 13th. Again, mistake on his lap. Obviously Marvsky made a mistake on his lap too on those wets. The track just wasn't right for wets at that time. Crazy Bill and Bills then. As the track dried up, it caught both of them out. Their timing was poor, and then they thought they would have, Bills thought he was safe, and both racing points who you'd expect to be in Q3 are both out in Q2. So for Q3 we've got both Ferrari, both Haas drivers, and both Red Bull drivers. And we got one each of a Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, McLaren and Renault. Yeah, fantastic session there. That was, did spring surprises. Never knew what was going to happen. I thought FIFA Beefy and Bills were safe P1 and P2 about 5 minutes ago, and they end up P10 and P11. Just shows you cannot retire in this game, or you could pay the price for it. And there we go. I think the rain is just spitting now. It's going to be stopping very soon, I think, and hopefully we're going to have a dry end to Q3 at least. There we go, and session done. Adapt Gaming saying track really evolved, yeah. For the moment saying Nunda, you lucky boy, yeah. But of course, yeah, Theo does have that 5 position grid penalty. So well done to Theo for getting through anyway. So Bills and Crazy Bill might start yet in P10 and P11, yeah, depending on where Theo qualifies in Q3. I know we look at that and we'll say, oh wow, Ayrton set a fantastic lap. But at the same time, he was one of the last runners, so he did have one of the driest, well, the driest conditions out of anybody. As we reach 100 comments.
Cool.
Wow. You guys talk a lot. That's good. And Bill saying, yeah, he retired the car after the first lap. He's telling me in the Discord, so he did make a mistake doing that. Jeff told him heavy rain. That tells you not to listen to Jeff ever again, because he obviously talks absolute rubbish. It's Q3 then, here we go. This is where it gets fun now, because everyone's going to be going for it. Are they? I think it's still wet, isn't it? The track's still wet. No, they've gone out on softs. The track looks wet in the pit lane, but they are going out on the softs anyway. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's still damp, isn't it? The track is still damp, so they're going to have to be careful because they could be sliding everywhere. Right, who do we think's going to get pole position in?
I'm gonna go Jack the Slayer.
Jack the Slayer. I'm going to go. Oh, I don't, it's safe to go with Argentina or Nunda or McKenty because they're towards the top. Or Beefy. They're probably the four most common pole sitters, or towards the top anyway. Jake the Slayer's had some great pace today, so has Theo, of course, has got that grid penalty anyway. And Faith Bailey, not too sure what he could do. He got a podium, I think, in the League One race earlier. And then Shadows as well in the Red Bull, and then of course Jake in the Mercedes. I'm pretty sure he's capable of something. Anyway, who is first out then? Who are we going to follow around first? It is a Haas.
London, I think.
It is Mackenzie.
No, it's not. Mackenzie.
So he's going to get the TV time. Kenty Pole saying serious mushroom. There we go. Nightwing saying Nunda or Jake is going to get pole. So there we go, we've got a few different predictions already. Keep your predictions coming in the chat. No one's predicted our championship leader Argentina to get pole position yet. That just shows how strong we got in depth for this field. And there we go, McKenty. It's a really fast sector one. He's really pushing it to the limits here, isn't he? Nearly went 4 wheels off. This is where I always invalidate here. I always go 4 wheels off there, not there,
which is
not
what
there like McKenty's just done. I go 4 wheels off on the wide
there
bit.
as well.
I go too wide, and McKenty has invalidated there, so now we go to Nunda. There we go, Nunda does it without invalidating. It's this battle between, yeah. We'll take a look at the standings when it gets quiet, actually.
Luckily, London don't have any internet issues this week.
No, well, for him anyway. I'm sure there's a couple of people in the that are fighting for promotion that have loved Nunda to have some issues, but obviously, hopefully for Nunda it stays all right. He's gone a little bit wide there, Nunda though.
It's good to go wide there.
Always swoop in. And see, oh, again, that's all right. He's gone a little bit wide, but you don't lose too much time from going wide there. You still get a good line. You gain the time from having a quicker exit. This one here, I hate this one because you go 4 wheels off there, that white line, and it says you invalidate. It's awful because there's no apex there to tell you. Little lock up, I think that's from under there. Yeah, it's just so quick from under, isn't it? He's so good at accelerating out at the corners, and that's where he gains a lot of his time. Oh, he's oh no, I thought he was going to validate there.
Yeah,
correction for
so
a bit
close.
of oversteer last second there from Nunda. It was close to invalidating. What time's it going to be? It's a 1:36.1 from Nunda. Renault's next. Ayrton goes Pete. Oh, look at that. Oh no.
Argentina.
Look, Nunda's time is only just quicker than Ayrton's, and then Argentina does it by half a second. When they got FaZe Bailey's next, it's P4 for FaZe Bailey. And then got Shadders, who's going to be next. He's out of VRS. It's P5 for Shadders. His teammate Beefy's going to be next because the Mercedes in the pits. P for Beefy, P2 for Beefy. 2 temps of Argentina then. And then we've got Jake the Slayer, Jake and McKenty all come into the pits. I think they all must have invalidated. And then Theo's on a lap further down as well, but he's taken a funny line there, so I doubt it's going to be challenging towards the top. We have predictions for Nunda, McKenty, Jake and Jake the Slayer. So 4 different people that have had predictions for, and none of them are the top 2 at the moment. What can Theo do? It's P7 for Theo, there we go. We did think it was a slower lap. At least he's got a lap on the board though. We've seen the last couple of weeks drivers not even get a lap set, so at least he's under no pressure now, Theo, and he can absolutely go for it in his second run. Nightwing saying, damn, didn't expect that from Argentina. Vincent Glenn in the comments. It's a new name in the comments. Welcome, mate. We got him saying Argentina pole 100%. Serious Mushroom saying Argentina good shout too. It's close. Hard to know how it should be, yeah. And Argentina at the moment is the man to beat. The championship leader. With a 1:35.686. McKenty straight back out for his outlap. I'm not sure if Theo's going again here. Now we've got Jake coming out of the pits as well. Still says pit on the screen, but I can see him on the mini-map. He's now coming out. Yeah, Nunda's swinging it around here. I think he is going for it again. FaZe Bailey still, he's on an in-lap. Yeah, there we go. Look, Nunda's Theo's 5 temps up here. Oh, he's invalid. That's what I mean. That's absolute rubbish. Invalidating there. Doesn't tell you you've gone 4 wheels. What, you just go 4 wheels past that little white line and it says you invalidate. And Theo was a good half a second up there as well, so that's such a shame. I don't like that on this track. Really don't like it. It's such a shame for Theo. He can't get a run of good luck at the moment. I really hope he can get his first points at some point to save him from getting relegated. And I'm sure he will. He needs to keep going for it. I think there's 7 races left after this weekend. McKenty started his lap then. He's got top 7 in the pits. Jake the Slayer and Jake are both on their outlaps then after not setting a lap, and McKenty's also on his lap now. A little bit wide going through there. Andy Lewis left the session. There we go, doesn't invalidate now. We're going to quickly send invites back to Andy Lew and Cal Cohen because I don't think they've joined back yet. It says Cal Cohen's offline. There we go, there. Well, no, he wouldn't do that. McKenty then through starting his sector 2. That's better. You want to clip that curve there. You want to go wide. That's where Nunda lost a bit of time. Although he's gone a bit wide there, McKenty. Clip that curve. It's got a little bit wobbly there though. Nice wide line. Swoop back in. Similar to what Nunda did around that corner as well from McKenty. Now I hope he doesn't validate here. It's a 1:02.9 through sector 2. Oh, he's close. He pushed the limits there. It was close. Horrible corner. Under the bridge then. Clips at apex. Doesn't spin it too much. You want to take a really wide line there, and he has. He's so close to the wall. Look. That's not a nice one, that corner, because you have to go right over that bump. He's out of VRS. McKenty then comes into the final corner. It's looking good. McKenty crosses the line. P1 for McKenty. There we go. 1:35.2. That did look fantastic, that lap going through it, even with a couple of little wobbles. Absolutely fantastic lap. Look at that time. 1:35.2 for McKenty. Brilliant lap. And at the moment it's a Haas 1-2. This Haas team are going to take some beating, aren't they? Wow, quality laps there. We've got Jake and Jake to stay on laps. Jake's actually now coming to sector 3, and I wouldn't write Jake off. We've said this before. He raced in the Premier League for a good few races, and he had some good pace and got some points there. So don't write this man off at all. Jake then. Jake, he comes through the final left-hander. Jake crosses the line. It's P2 for Jake. He splits the Haas drivers. There we go then. It was a good shout for Jake because he is up there now. There we go. This is now how we predicted it more. Jake the Slayer then. What can he do in a scarlet red Ferrari? He's taking a bit of a slow line there though. What can he do as he goes through the final left-hander? He's flying through it. This is going to be good as well. This is going to be good from Jake the Slayer. It's P4. Look at that. We've got less than a tenth between second, third and fourth. Jake's not going to have time though to get back, is he? if he's got plenty of fuel on board, he'll be able to save up and then go again, which I think he might be able to. So the tyres won't be as good, will they? But yeah, Jake's out of fuel, so Jake's had it, I think. That's it for Jake. That's it for McKenty as well. Argentina's on an outlap, so all running on different times. FIFA Beefy's on an outlap, yeah. Ayrton's about to come out, yep, he is. Shadders has just started his lap, well, he's not just started it, he's a tenth down as he comes out of sector 1. So Shadders down in 9th at the moment, and Theo's down in 10th, he's down in 15th as it stands though, because he got that 5th-place grid penalty. Let's see what Shadders can do as he comes through sector 2. He needs to find a good few temps somewhere. He's quite a bit off P7 and it's close from up there. Hopefully Jake the Slayer doesn't hold him up. I think Jake the Slayer's doing a fuel saving lap. There we go, Jake the Slayer gets right out of his way. It's good, quality racing there. Shadows in the Red Bull then. Do I get a lollipop? GG McKenty saying serious mushroom. Oh, it's quality lap, wasn't it? And oh, Shadows, there we go. He's found time in sector 2. He's 4 tenths up now, Shadows. And the same time in sector, if it really improves in sector 3, he could be up there with the front runners as well. Maybe not McKenty's time. Let's see what he can do. If this is a good sector 3, he can definitely go towards 5th and 6th. Shadders. Be great to have a second Red Bull towards the front of Beefy. Sounds like real life, doesn't it, with Albon? Anyway, Shadders, last left-hander, not quite flat out round there. Shadders, he does improve. It's P6. He joins the other Red Bull in row 5. Row 5, P5, row 3. Argentina's a 10th and a half down after sector 1 then. Jake the Slayer, no, he's coming in the pits, he's not going again. FIFA Beefy's just started his lap. Nunda and Ayrton, they will get a lap in as well. FaZe Bailey's invalidated lap. I think he's out of fuel, I'm not sure if he's going to go again. Theo is on the lap as well, he's now coming through sector 3, he's going to be the next one across the line. FaZe Bailey is in the pits, it's all over for him, so what can Theo do as he comes through the final corner? Theo crosses the line, it is P10, still P10 for Theo, then he improved by a few attempts. He might go again though. So Ayrton's on a lap, Nunda's on a lap in sector 1. Shadows is actually up again, he's going again. He's going again, he's got no ERS left. Jake the Slayer and Jake are in the pits, McKenty's retired. Argentina then, he comes through the final sector, can he get up to P2 this time? Argentina, what can he do? It's P1! He's done it! Argentina's done it. Oh, I didn't even think he was in contention for that P1, but he's taken it off McKenty, his teammate. And it's a Haas 1 too, isn't it? Oh, FIFA Beefy. Oh, we've got FIFA Beefy still. In fact, Nunda's 3 temps up. Ayrton's still up. FIFA Beefy's up next then.
I think this is a good lap for him. Actually, no.
I'd really be surprised if anyone could get near those 2 Haas drivers, but if anyone can, FIFA Beefy and Nunda. And we've still got Ayrton going as well.
I think this is a good lap for FIFA.
P3's definitely... Oh, FIFA Beefy's in the pits. There we go. He's had enough then. What can Nunda do? Like, he wishes it was raining. He was about 1.6 quicker in the rain when it first started. But it dried up at the wrong time for Nunda. Anyway, here he goes and he's going to go for the final left-hander. What can Nunda do? He's gone flying around it. And for Nunda, it's going to be P2 for Nunda. 7 thousandths. 0.007 off pole for Nunda. Ayrton's going to be last. He's 5 temps up. It's a good lap from Ayrton. P6. There we go. And look at this. The gap to the leader. 0.006 Nunda was of pole position. And then McKenty less than a tenth off after what looked like P1. Jake in 4th. Jake the Slayer in 5th. Ayrton in 5th. And for such a long track as well, to have 7 temps between the top 8 is unbelievable. FaZe Bailey and Theo was a little bit off in the end, but they did have invalidated laps as well, so I don't think we saw their true pace. But those top 3, absolutely incredible. And Argentina held it together. Nunda, he'll be gutted to only have P2 there, but it's a great effort to split those 2 Haas drivers. That will really medal with their race. What a quali session that was. Oh, no, I don't think I've ever seen a quali battle that close, have we? 0.007 between the top 2. Nunda, how do you feel, mate? But that's good for Jake the Slayer. Give him a mention as well. I don't think he started that high for a very long time. He's had a lot of trouble in quali, so well done to him. And FIFA Beefy down in 7th. I thought he'd have been a little bit higher. He's probably the 4-man over the last month. Nightwing, who's the admin for this league, is now saying now it's all about making it through turn 1, of course. Do not want to be absolutely caning into turn 1. Race is not won there. Singapore race is won by keeping it clean and strategy. And I don't think Cal Cohen is in the session, unfortunately, so he crashed the car in quali and then he's left the session, unfortunately, so we have only got 19
for everyone then, I think.
Is it saying 2-stop, is it?
It's soft, medium, it's saying.
Medium
no rain for the race
possible,
either.
But I would personally go with a 2-stopper here because you're likely to get wing damage at some point. So having a 2-stopper covers off a wing change then as well, if you need it. Link to the comments. I've got Dave coming saying what a battle. Formula Moment saying good luck everyone. He's the Void SMS saying nothing. Oh, Marv's left a session. Oh no, it's going to do this thing again, isn't it, where it puts him flying forward. No, he's got plenty of invites, so hopefully he'll be able to get back in him. That's not going to help Marv, is it? Yeah, as we can see, Bills and Crazy Bill 10th and 11th from free tyre choice because Theo's penalty. Look what Theo's penalty's done. Williams 19th, 20th. Alpha Tauri 17th, 18th. Alfa Romeo 15th, 16th. All the teams, people could say the teams they're all close together, aren't they? We'll have a look at the tyres then. Top 6 on mediums. FIFA Beefy's on the hard tyres. How's that possible?
Someone was disqualified.
Shadows and face better hit each other. How's FIFA Beefy on the hard tyres? Oh yeah, of course it's wet, wasn't it? Yeah, I was just wondering how on earth. But it was wet in Q2, so of course that tyre didn't matter. So yeah, it's very rare you get to see someone starting the hards in the top 10, but it's a guaranteed 1-stop I think there for FIFA Beefy. Bill's Crazy Bill on the soft. Hards for Dylan, mediums for Marv. Cal Cohen's not in the thing. There we go, it's a mixture, real mixture, apart from the top 6, all starting for the medium tyres. Have a quick look into the standings whilst we've got a minute, 'cause it's a long formation that. So we've got Argentina P1, 176. Nunda is P2, 137. 132 for Marv. We've then got 24 points separating 4th and 7th. Beefy, then Julie, who's not racing tonight, then McKenty and Jake the Slayer. So for McKenty and Jake the Slayer, it's a really good chance to get ahead of Julie and move towards that final promotion spot. And Marv's left the session again. He should have another invite, but I'm not sure why this is happening. It's going to hamper his race. Constructors Haas lead by 15 points to Mercedes, and there's a further 38 points to Ferrari, so they are the top 3. Racing Point in 4th, and Alpha Tauri are at the bottom, so they need to get some decent points here. I'll quickly get Marv one more invite, just in case he needs another one to race, as the cars now form up on the grid. There we go, he's just joined anyway, but he's got another spare invite if he needs it. Just press the take control option. Yeah, take control. You have to wait until the lights go out. It'll probably, Marv, it'll probably put you about 10 seconds forward again. Just go back to your position. Here we go, look, we've got 5 lights.
We don't.
We got lights out according to this. Oh yeah, Cal Cohen and Marv, there we go. They go flying forward because they're the ghosts. Now we see the cars revving up. And lights out and away we go. I think it's a poor start from Nunda. It is a poor start from Nunda. McKenty's got him all. No, he hasn't got him already. I'm seeing things. Oh, McKenty's gone side by side with the Mercedes into turn 1. McKenty's going round the outside, and then he did a Force India crash then. I think everyone's keeping it clean. Everyone has kept it clean. There we go. So Argentina is in the lead, followed by Nunda.
Oh,
McKenty,
come on,
Jake,
man.
Ayrton's in 7th, and we've seen FaZe Bailey's gone down to the bottom. FaZe Bailey's had an instant there. Not too sure what's happened. And we've got McKenty going side by side with Jake. And Jake has got past McKenty. There we go then. So Jake is up into what is P3 because the top two are ghosts.
I've been brake checked by my own teammate.
And Argentina, there we go, he's getting, there we go, we see Marv, he is back in control, he's just getting out of the way. If he can just drop back to around P13 where he started, that'd be great. That's good to see him doing that sportingly. Cal Cohen's not in the session though, so he's fine. Let him FIFA beef, he's dropped a few places to 10th, he is on those hard tyres though. What is that Alfa Romeo doing? Completely out of line there. And the Williams of Adams up into P15 already. And this Alfa Romeo Theo is losing loads of places. He's taking a funny line there. He's got a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag. Not quite sure why. What's happened there? He's down to 17th, so a poor start for him. Face Bailey's obviously had an instance. He's down in P20 with wing damage as well, and he's catching up to that Williams of Vintage though. Bearded Dave getting passed by Theo. Theo's looking to fight places back. I'm not sure what's the place to do it, but he gets past the Bearded Dave there. Well done. Good move from him. And there we go, Cal Cohen. We see FaZe Bailey going for a move on Vintage, and he gets it done. Well on the FaZe Bailey there, calling back through the field. We'll have a look.
I got brake checked by my own teammate at the start.
Send the footage at the end of the race. We'll have a look at gaps of leader. There we go, and we see the detailed position change. There we go. Obviously ignore Cal Cohen. The Jake's up to P3, as you can see. McKenty, he was overtaken by Jake. We saw that overtake. It was a great move. Overtake by Jake. Ayrton's up to P5 then once he gets past his ghost. I'll tell you, I'll wait until people overtake this ghost. It's confusing the hell out of me. So Argentina has got second over Nunda.
He won't let me disable my overtake mode. That's fantastic.
Second back to Jake. McKenty's then 6 off Jake, so he is staying within close proximity of him as Jake the Slayer gets past the ghost. Andy Lulen, I think he's just been passed by Dylan for P12. We've got Red Bull and Racing Point flying out there. Shaddis is up into P7 and Jake the Slayer is right in the back of Ayrton. Ayrton's close behind McKenty, and McKenty's really catching up to Jake as well, so I'm not sure if Jake's going a bit slow around here, but Argentina is pulling away from Nunda. There we go. We'll wait for Cal Cohen to drop down to the bottom, and then we'll have a look through the positions again. Yeah, FaZe Bailey staying out with that wing damage though, so he thinks he's going to carry on with it for a while. Whilst he's gaining through the field anyway, and the Maniac just moves out of the way to let him pass. Not quite sure why he did that.
Mate, my game's in a glitch.
It says you've got no ERS left, yeah.
Yeah, it's when they disable my overtake mode.
You have to leave the session and then join back. That's the only way that can be fixed.
I can live without it, I suppose.
I think you're better off leaving and then coming back. You'll only lose a couple of places.
I don't want to lose a couple of places.
Oh, yeah, you'll lose a good second every lap though. That'll be about 28 seconds over the race with no ERS properly.
I suppose so. Right.
I'd leave the session if I were you. Yeah, McKenty's really catching up to Jake. You've got 3 invites, haven't you? So let's quickly use back on one of them. McKenty, yeah, really catching up to Jake still. We saw Jake really going for it at the start, and they eventually got round the outside in sector 1. But he's just clinging onto that place now, and now Cal Cohen, the ghost, has fallen to the back. We'll have a look at the position change. So yeah, Jake is, that's wrong on here, but he's gained 1 place from McKenty, and we've got a yellow flag. It's Dylan and McLaren. What's happened there? Oh, he's completely hit the wall. I'm not sure how that's happened. He waits for everyone to move out of the way, and Dylan comes back on the last 2 instants so far, both McLaren. And look at this. We've got a huge train. FaZe Bailey getting past the Bearded Dave then, but Andy Lew, I think, causing this train, isn't he? And there we go, we've got Theo's got wing damage. Oh, touch the crazy FaZe Bailey. Touch FaZe Bailey there. Adams gained 10 places there. Bill's got the first 3-second penalty then, but Adams gained 10 places. He's up in a P10. So starting last.
I don't think I've lost any positions,
gained up to 10th. No, you haven't, have you? There we go, look. Definitely worth doing, and you've got your ERS back. So Jake the Slayer under pressure from Bills. He's gained 3 places up to 7th. Red Bull 8th and 9th. So you can see Ayrton got ahead of Jake the Slayer at the beginning as well. Andy Lew's got a 3-second penalty. It's obviously difficult to overtake round here, and Nunda's starting to struggle because Argentina's got 3 seconds in the lead already. There we go, we'll stick it back on the tyres. No one stopped. Oh, Andy Lew's in the pits. 3 seconds in the lead, and Nunda could be within DRS range, under attack from Jake soon. But Jake needs that DRS to defend from McKenty, because he is only a couple of attempts behind, and Ayrton's doing really well to stick to McKenty as well. No, he's gone a little bit wide there, and he'd lost a couple of attempts. In fact, he hasn't, because McKenty's compromised by Jake in front. Jake's lost a couple of attempts defending. Yeah, saved up his DRS, so Jake finally needs it, and now we're going to have DRS for McKenty. Although he's got a poor entry onto this straight though, so he's not going to be near, and he's going to be under pressure from Ayrton. Ayrton's really on the back of McKenty. Is he going to go for the move? No, he's not. And McKenty's gone really wide though. He's lucky not to hit the wall. Jake gets a 3-second penalty. I think McKenty would have got a warning for that as well. But McKenty's falling back, trying to overtake Jake, and now he's going to be under pressure from Ayrton. Jake the Slayer's under pressure from Bills as well for P6. Still got all 20 cars running. Both McLarens have had problems though, as well as the Alfa Romeos. Adam then. Oh, as we say, Adam's had a great start to the race. He's just hit the wall, and I think he's got wing damage from that, and yes he has. So Crazy Bill's going to be putting him under a lot of pressure in a minute.
As well, mate.
Crazy Bill's got wing damage as well, he's saying. And we have seen cars with wing damage just carrying on though, because it's something round here you're going to have to live with. And Crazy Bill, he's going to go to the outside. He's not going to get the move done here, I don't think. Or does he go for it? He does get the move done. Well done, a Crazy Bill there. Good move around the outside of Adam. He takes P10. Argentina's got a 3-second penalty, and McKenty's really catching up to Jake. They're side by side. Oh, they hit each other. But Jake hit into McKenty again to actually keep him facing the right way. But Jake keeps the place, and Ayrton's really catching up to them as well. He's right on this fight now, and Jake the Slayer's on the tail of it as well within DRS. Bill's in 7th on the softs. It's also on the tail of it. And there's a 3.5-second advantage to Beefy in 8th, who of course is on the hard tyres, so. And he might let his teammate through in a minute, and it's 8 seconds back, so the Red Bulls are a bit lonely at the moment. Marv gets past Adam for P11, or does he? Does he? Marv gets a penalty for it. Oh, they're going to hit. Oh, there's no room for 2 cars through there. Marv got a 3-second penalty for cutting the corner, but he got the move done. Marv obviously had again an error at the start of the session. Yeah, Jake was right in the back of Nunda a few laps ago. He's really fallen back now. And Ayrton's closer to McKenty than McKenty is to Jake. All this fighting is helping FIFA Beefy, because he's not falling back. It's still 3.5 seconds. And he's on the slower tyre, so it's a really good decision from him so far. And Ayrton could be under pressure from Jake the Slayer, and Jake the Slayer's under pressure from Bills. Soft, medium, soft, say night ring, it might be the best strategy. Yeah, but it definitely could be. Bill's soft tyres will start to go off soon though. And Adam, what's happened to Adam? Has he just let a couple of cars pass? No, he's come into the pits. There we go. Adam's in the pits, and he's had enough low soft tyres. He's jetted through the field on them. But he did start to slow down, didn't he? Bearded Dave's in the pits as well. So FaZe Bailey's up to 13th despite the wing damage, and Jake the Slayer's getting past Ayrton. He's done it. I don't know if Ayrton made a mistake, but Jake the Slayer has got the move done, and he defends to the inside. Great race in there from Jake the Slayer. Is Ayrton going to go back for it though? Oh, no, he backs out of it. Jake the Slayer takes P5 back, which he lost at the start to Ayrton. Ayrton under pressure from Bills though. Great effort there from Jake the Slayer, and McKenty's still catching up to Jake. And we got a yellow flag. Yellow flag is for, I'm not quite sure if it's a racing point. It's Bills. Bills has lost it. There we go, those soft tyres, we said they're going off. And Bills has lost it. He's fallen off the back of this battle. He's lost places to the Red Bulls. And now his teammates can be catching up as well. I think Bills' tyres have definitely started to go then. It's only the racing points still on the soft tyres, so they're doing well to get this far on them. Only 5 laps. I'm sure Bills is going to be in soon. Has Bill's got wing damage though? That's the question. He has. So Crazy Bill, if you come in this lap, you'll probably have to double stack. So I'd leave it one more lap if I were you.
Exactly what I'm doing, mate.
Jake's got his first 3-second penalty. He's under pressure from McKenty. Ayrton's catching up to Jake the Slayer. You can see in the background as well. He wants that place back. Great racing so far. They've had no DNFs at Singapore after 7 laps. That's a great effort. Don't want to jinx it though. There we go. Bills is in the pits. Crazy Bill stays out. Marvin back up in the P10. McKenty just cannot get this move done on Jake, can he? He lost the place at the beginning, and that's been really costly to him. And Argentina's running away with this. However, he has got a 3-second penalty already. Shadows gets past Beefy then, and there we go. Beefy let his teammate pass. It's great to see. Beefy's on the hard tyres, and McKenty goes for a move on Jake, and he gets the move done. And there's wing damage for Jake. I'm not sure if McKenty calls that, but he got the move done for P3. Obviously any incidents will be looked at after the race, and Marv and Crazy Bill are fighting, and Marvsky gets the move done as well. Of course Crazy Bill would be silly to fight that too much because he's on tyres that are about to fall off. Says Theo's a lap down, but we know he's not. He's under pressure though. He's catching up to this Theo, but he's under pressure from FaZe Bailey. He's done really well considering the spin at the beginning and the wing damage. Vintage in 14th, the Maniac in 13th. They're doing well, driving around nicely, and he loses 25 seconds back in last, and he's got a 3-second penalty. Ayrton doing a great job here, saying Serious Mushroom, absolutely didn't expect this sort of pace from Ayrton today, and he's really fighting with some of the big boys up the front as well. If he keeps it clean, doesn't get any penalties, they're definitely up for P4 here. Could be even better for it. Oh, he nearly spun. There we go. Let's not say things like that, Serious Mushroom, please, because as soon as we say something nice and put the cameras on them, they start spinning.
Commentator's curse.
It is, isn't it? And Jake Desai is catching up to Jake, look. Both on 7-lap old mediums. McKenty's pulled away from Jake, and there we go. It's 4 attempts, Jake the Slayer. And Crazy Bill's getting passed by Theo, and Crazy Bill's in the pits, that's why. Jake the Slayer's got DRS, and he's going to get Jake here, isn't he? He's going to go to the outside. Is he going to go around the outside still? He goes for it, and he gets a 3-second penalty for going a tad wide, but he gets the move done. Jake the Slayer, it's a fantastic move on Jake. Jake the Slayer up in the P4, and now he might be going on to charge at McKenty. Jake is really struggling with these medium tyres though. Dylan's got a 3-second penalty then. Crazy Bill is in the pits as he's FaZe Bailey. The ghost of Cal Cohen's also in the pits. And Argentina's got a 5.3 second lead over Nunda then. Billy Dave up to 15th. He's already pitted though as well. So Racing Point not having a good weekend so far. Started really well. Jake's oh god, I can't speak. Catching up, keeping up, I was going to say. I ended up saying capping. Jake is keeping up with Jake the Slayer. There we go. So he's not. He should be in DRS range onto the straight still, so he might be able to claw back and hold on to this place. And he's under pressure from Ayrton if he doesn't. There we go. Oh, Jake is coming to the pits. He only did 8 laps on those mediums, and that was it. We saw Jake losing a lot of time. He is in the pits then. So Shadows and Beefy go up to 6th and 7th. Jake the Slayer is 1.4 clear of Ayrton, so there we go at the moment. And this is a real battle as well, because this is without any pit stops for the top guys. Haas Ferrari, and that's why they're right at the top of the standings. Obviously Mercedes are up there as well, but Jake has just pitted, and Marv's down in 8th at the moment. I don't think he's under pressure from Theo. No, he's not. So Marv just needs to focus on his own battle as Bill sets fastest lap. And there is wing damage for Marvsky as well. But like I say, we see drivers with wing damage. I did say in Discord, there's more chance you will get wing damage today than not. And people know around here they can come in and pit, change their wing, and then lose their wing straight away on the pit exit. So they might as well just get used to racing with wing damage. As we see Crazy Bill get past Billy Day, I think down to turn 1. FaZe Bailey's on the hard, so he might try to go to the end. McLaren having a bad race, aren't they? 17th and 18th. Williams have recovered. Vintage is up into 11th, and the Maniac is not 0.083 off Theo, is he? Don't know why it's saying that. So FIFA Beefy's catching back up to his teammate. Now we're at the crossover point, I think, where these hard tyres are still going well, and the mediums are starting to go off a little bit. So we might see Shadows return that position to Beefy in the near future. Ayrton still got that 1.3, 1.4 gap to Jake the Slayer. I cannot believe we're a third of the way through Singapore and we've got no DNFs. It's incredible stuff from the guys so far. The gap between the top two is 5.7. 2 seconds back is McKenty, so McKenty's starting to claw some of that gap back to Nunda. At the same time, he is pulling away from Jake the Slayer. Same gap back to Ayrton, 2.5 clear of Shadows. Marvin 8th, about the same gap. He's doing well on those medium tyres. If he can prolong this spell to around that 14, that would be fantastic, or 13 even, and then go on to the hards to the end. That's what I think the top 6 are going to be doing anyway, medium hards. Fee for beefy. Depends how long he can go on the hards, whether it's mediums or softs he puts on after. I should think he'll pit around that 17 and go mediums to the end. So he'll be one to watch out for at the end, because he'll be on the quicker tyres as well. We haven't had no safety car, no virtual safety car, nothing. Why has it jumped Theo to last? I think that's a bit of a server glitch. Yes, it is. Theo is not a lap down, he's not last. There we go, he's 9th. The Maniac 10th, ALR Vintage 11th. Jake is in 12th. Hards, I'm not sure they'll go to the end. He put them on a couple of laps ago. He's obviously going to try to go to the end, otherwise he would have banged the mediums on. Have a look in the comments. Nightwing saying Beefy's in such a great place. Yeah, we're just saying he is. Yeah, if his teammate lets him pass, he's not far off P4, is he? So once he puts the mediums on at the end, and if he doesn't get any penalties, he could be on for a good P4 here. But Jake the Slayer is starting to struggle because he's falling further back to P3, and Ayrton's nearly within DRS range. He stays out though. The more pain you get now, the more gain you get later on the hards, and Jake has got a 3-second time penalty. He's been caught by Bills as well. He's on the hards. Bills obviously committing to a 2-stopper, as Marv gets a 3-second penalty as well. Of course, wing damage, you do tend to cut more corners because it's harder to control the car, especially at a street circuit. Bills has, I wonder if Jake's got wing damage already. He hasn't, no, he's just going quite slow. Obviously he's on a slower compound, and we see in front the Maniac coming to pits. Vintage is up in the points. Great effort so far from Vintage, isn't it? We see Jake catching up to him though. Vintage is not going to budge easily. Oh, he might have to now though, I think. Yes, Jake's got the place done, and Vintage doesn't fight too hard in letting Bills past as well. There we go then. Bills is now really catching up to Jake. I wish this thing would stop flipping Theo to last. Theo isn't last. Always Bill's going to go for it on the inside. He is. That's a great move in. Get it done. Jake's on the inside now. Bills goes to the outside again. Oh, they touch. Oh, Bills just gets the move done. It was aggressive, but he got the move done. There was a car's whip there. Oh, just stop, will you, Theo? Why does this keep doing that to my graphic? Putting him last and then 9th. Argentina's got another 3-second penalty. He's 6.3 seconds clear, but he's got 6 seconds of penalties. I don't think Nunda's got any. He's now saying the pit window is open to put the hards on for the 1 stop. Yeah, Jake the Slayer's falling back from McKenty. Yeah, McKenty's in the pits. There we go, McKenty pits. So is he going to go for an undercut on Nunda? Not too sure. Jake the Slayer in it and stay out. They're now 3rd and 4th. Red Bulls are still, yeah, Beefy's still just behind Shadows. I'm surprised Beefy's not got past him yet, or Shadows not let him back through. Where does McKenty come out of the pits? Theo's coming in the pits. There we go. McKenty's going to have clean air. He's got Marsky a couple of seconds ahead. Theo's in the pits. But it is clean air for McKenty. So that could help him really set up a good lap here. I think he'll be on rich fuel, using his ERS, I think.
Whoa!
And whoa, says Crazy Bill.
It's because Theo's car went like spawn on the grid and almost cut me up.
Not sure what's going on there with Theo then, but it is his graphic that keeps flying everywhere. I'm not too sure. He's now in the pits. Oh yeah, he's driving backwards in the pits. What the hell? He's going on. Can you? What the hell's going on there? He's just turning around, facing. Crazy. He's come out on the same tyres as well. Theo, I think his internet's buggered. He's in sector 1, 1 minute 50. In sector 1 he's been. I think we're going to ignore Theo there. I think his race is over again due to the server issue. Argentina pits then. Nunda stays out. Jake the Slayer stays out. Ayrton comes in. He's going to go for the undercut on Jake then. So Beefy's out in 4th still. Shadows comes in the pits as well. So McKenty gets past Marvsky then as Marvsky comes into the pits. Let's see where these guys come out then. So McKenty, he's 8 seconds behind Argentina as Argentina came out the pits. Bills goes up to P6 then as Ayrton, bit of an adventure there coming out the pits. He's out behind Jake. So Jake was in front first, but he's got 3 lap fresher tyres. Shadows in 9th for them. Vintage and Marvsky are in the pits as well. So it's Ferrari 1-2. Would you look at that? But look at this. FIFA Beefy's only 2.2 behind Jake the Slayer on the hard tyres. So Beefy's going to have such a good advantage towards the end. And Jake has got another 3-second penalty. He's under pressure from Ayrton now. So the Haas drivers have pitted. The Ferraris haven't. Nunda's got his first 3-second time penalty. He's just flicked to it as we saw him go 4 wheels over the curb. He's out of VRS as well, and so he's really been pushing it this lap, hasn't he, to try and get an undercut on Argentina. It's too far back for that anyway, but to try and gain a few seconds, not undercut, sorry, overcut. So it'd make you think he's coming in this lap, Nunda, and he is coming in this lap as well, Nunda. So Jake the Slayer, not sure if he'll come in as well, and they're going to double stack. Yes, they are. We're going to see a double stack for Ferrari. Let's have a look how they do it then.
I can't get past this Williams.
Cars on for Nunda. Jake the Slayer now coming in. Oh, he's lost a second, I'd say, there from double stacking Jake the Slayer. That could be really costly. Where will he? I think Ayrton's actually been held up by Jake. If Jake the Slayer can come out in P6 here, he will be laughing. It's going to be difficult. Can he do it? Will he come out in front of this battle? I don't think he will. He's not, is he? That was costly. That second he was held up because of the double stack. And he's now in 8th place and he's behind Jake and Ayrton. And in fact he's only 7 tenths ahead of Shadders, who's on fresh hards. So and the Ferrari have lost out there. And Nunda's behind McKenty. Yeah, Nunda's behind. So the undercut really was powerful. Really was the undercut, wasn't it? And both Ferraris have lost out big time because of it. So McKenty's jumped Nunda by undercutting him. That battle is back on. It's a second between them. And Jake the Slayer's lost out to Ayrton and Jake there as well.
How long do the hards last on this?
I'd say about 20 laps at a push. Hards to the end now, easily, yeah. But Crazy Bill here did say he's spun. He's got wing damage. He needs to save fuel as well. His race, yeah, he needs to come in. He's got major wing damage there. His racing points race isn't going too well, but Bills is back up to P5, although he has still got to pit. This gap between McKenty and Nunda's the one to watch now. Got to keep your eyes on FIFA Beefy now, who leads the race. He's going to put mediums on in a few laps or so, and he'll be going strong to the end as well, depending on where he comes out. If Jake can hold up Ayrton and Jake the Slayer, then that'll be really good for FIFA Beefy, because he could come out in P5 if he gets his skates on. Ayrton's really catching up to Jake, because Jake, his race pace hasn't been too good, is it? He got a good move on McKenty at the start. He's been away for the game for a couple of weeks, Jake has, so he might be a bit rusty to begin with. Even still, it's a good performance from him, isn't it? Considering he's not raced for us for a good few weeks at least. And look, Nunda. Oh, Nunda, he was a second behind McKenty about half a lap ago. We get a yellow flag. It's full of Maniac, I think. Yes, the Maniac. He's outbraked himself. He's gone down the escape road. He's reversed onto the track and he's back though. Crazy Bill in the pits then. So McKenty's obviously lost time somewhere. And Nunda is catching him up. McKenty will know that oh, I'm not sure he will know. Argentina's got
should have put the mediums on, shouldn't I?
No, I don't think mediums are done 16 laps. Here we go in DRS. ERS activated for Nunda. Can McKenty hold Nunda up much longer for Argentina? Nunda goes to the inside and he thinks twice about it. McKenty's gone really wide though. And there we go. This is really helping Argentina sail away into the lead. And this will also help Beefy because he'll be close to this battle when he pits, and McKenty's got a 3-second penalty fighting it there as well. And yet still, as we go past the halfway mark... I've been spun by
Andy Liu as well. Mate, I've got more wing damage.
Oh, he's gone flying into the wall there, Crazy Bill has. He's going to have to come in again, isn't he, Crazy Bill? He's got to play for a safety car now, though. It says Theo is last. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Theo. The graphics spin all over the place from him. FIFA Beefy leads. McKenty's still holding up Nunda, isn't he? And Bills is catching up to this battle now. Of course, Bills is on mediums and he's still got to pit. And Jake is really holding up Ayrton, Jake the Slayer, and Shadders even. That is the top 9 pretty clearly. We've then got a battle for P10 as well. Adam is in 10th at the moment, and Nunda gets past McKenty. Oh, Nunda's gone wide. Nunda's spun it. Oh, Nunda, he's really made a mistake. He's been passed by Bills as well. I think Nunda dived down the inside and he outbraked himself. He went down the escape road and he had to go flying around then, Nunda. So Nunda has lost about 5 seconds from doing that, and his tyres will be hot as well. Big mistake from Nunda, and that he could be in a battle with FIFA Beefy now for that final podium spot, Nunda. That could be P2 to McKenty there. Got a bit desperate there, Nunda. He got a bit impatient. Oh, and Ayrton spun it. I'm not sure what's happened there, but Ayrton's lost a place to Jake the Slayer. He's not got wing damage, but he lost a place to Jake the Slayer. I'm not sure if he hit Jake as he came in to make a move or what, but Jake the Slayer back past Ayrton. This is a great battle between Jake the Slayer and Ayrton, and Jake is doing really well defending from both of them. Bills is catching up to McKenty is really struggling, isn't he? I'm not sure if he's got wing damage, but Bills on the old mediums is catching him up. Has he got... He hasn't got wing damage, McKenty. Bills is going to have a look at him here. On the straight, I think McKenty's using... No, he's not using his DRS, he's obviously just got a quicker setup. Crazy Bill's in the pits again. Bills looks to go to the outside. This isn't really Bill's fight, and he's lost a lot of time. Probably lost about a second there from fighting it. There we go, Bills will come in again soon. Depends how long he'll leave it. Probably pitting next couple of laps, some more mediums to the end. Jake the Slayer is actually 1.2 behind Jake now. We got another yellow flag. It's for a McLaren. No, I'm not. It's done that again. Yellow flag for absolutely nothing. Shadders. He's really catching up to the back of Ayrton, though, isn't he? For P8. Yellow flag again. Again, that's just for randomly nothing. The gap between B3 and Argentina is 4.7. Marv gets past Billy Day for P12. Swoops around the outside. Good move there from Marv. Keeping it together. And keeps it together this time, going through that corner. He lost it in Sector 2 last time. Look at this from Jake the Slayer. Look how much ERS he saved up. Mind you, JKS has got quite a bit saved up himself. Now Jake 40's... Oh, FaZe Bailey's crashed. He's crashed. Will that bring out a safety car? Where Beefy's in the... There we go, he's lost it there. I'm not sure how he's lost it there. I don't think it is. If it is going to be a late call, Beefy's in the pits hoping it was going to be a safety car or a virtual safety car. But it's not going to happen,
What happens if you're a back marker and you're faster than the cars in front of you?
Jake the Slayer, it's a 3-second penalty. I just wouldn't bother. You're in the racing point, doesn't mean you can do an Esteban Ocon. Bills gets past McKenty. They're side by side. Oh, is Bills going to swoop? Oh, he's lucky he didn't clip McKenty there. Bills gets the place. Well done, Bills. He's really going for it. FaZe Bailey, not too sure what happened there then. Whether it was an instant by himself or not. We've got another yellow flag. And look at this train now. FIFA Beefy comes out the pits in P9. He's 3 seconds behind this train, isn't he? It's Jake S in 5th. Jake the Slayer in 6th. Ayrton 7th. Shadows in 8th. What we were saying just before is that Jake 46. We're calling him Jake S because he used to be... His PSN used to be Jake S. So that's what, if you hear that, that's who it is. It's confusing with My name's Jake. We had a Jake commentating in League 1 earlier. We've got Jake S here, Jake the Slayer. It's just so hard to overtake it because this train we've got, and McKenty's really losing time on his hards, isn't he? He's been overtaken by a car that's still got to pit, and he's been caught back up by Nunda here as well. And Ayrton's closer to Jake the Slayer. And Beefy's going to catch up to this quickly as well. Beefy doesn't need this because Beefy could really be on. He's on the quicker strategy now, Beefy. He's going to get held up once he catches up to this battle. As Crazy Bill gets a 3-second penalty, and he looks like he needs the safety car to have any chance of getting back in this race, Crazy Bill. Ignore the yellow flag, it's for absolutely nothing. Jake the Slayer struggling now, he's out of DRS range from Jake. McKenty's looking for a move back on Bills though. Bills mediums will be going off sooner. He might be trying to do it a few more laps and then put softs on for the last 7 laps. Anything more than that on softs around here and they will fall off. You see Andy Lou getting past the P15 by Dylan. Gets the move done. It's a Crazy Bill here then being lapped by Jake the Slayer. In a poor
I was
weekend.
lapped by Ayrton and Shadders, but I've overtaken them again.
Mars gets past Adam, and Adams had a great recovery drive after starting last. And FIFA Beefy gets past Shadders. There we go, Shadders returning the favour after Beefy let him pass earlier on in the race. And now Beefy's going to be on the charge towards this battle between Jake and Ayrton. McKenty's then catching back up to Bills. He needs to get that move back, otherwise he'll be under pressure from Linda soon. Shadows should let Beefy pass, says Nightwing. Adapt Gaming says force against the wall. Cheers for the race. Obviously send your footage into that then. Send that into
I've overtaken Jake the Slayer again.
There we go. He's obviously on the quicker tyres, Crazy Wheels on fresh mediums. These guys want hards. Yeah, Adapt Gaming, send in your footage of that and we'll have a look at it. We'll see who it was. It's a bit of a stalemate at the moment. Or FIFA Beefy, look how close he is to Ayrton. See, this is going to be the difference. All these guys that are in this train for a good few laps, they're all on hard tyres, but because Beefy's on the mediums, he's going to have an advantage. He's going to find it easier to overtake, and he's right up the backside of Ayrton here, and he's going to go to the inside, and Ayrton's not going to fight it too much. Beefy gets the move done, and we have got a yellow flag this time, and it's a right one because the Maniac has gone down the escape road yet again, a different one this time. And we see who's that there, Adam. Fighting with Vintage, gets past his teammate, there we go. So FIFA Beefy got past Ayrton. Next up for him is Jake the Slayer. But Jake the Slayer himself looking to get past Jake. Argentina, let's have a look on board with him for a minute. The leader of the race in the Haas. He's running away with it, he's got 6 seconds of penalties, but McKenty and Nunda have both got 3 as well, so the 2 cars behind. Another yellow flag, well there's no one on the track. There we go, we see the back of this Bills train. He's been caught by McKenty, isn't he? And Nunda is right behind McKenty as well on DRS range. In the background you can see this fight.
I think Bills is getting DRS off me as well.
Jake S is. Oh, Beefy's. Oh, has he hit Jake the Slayer late? Beefy hit Jake the Slayer, I think there. Oh no, they both managed to keep it together. There we go, Beefy's right behind Jake the Slayer on these fresh mediums as well. I think it's just a matter of time. I think he'll get the move done the straight. He needs to be patient though, Beefy. And he will get it done the straight like he did to it. And if he does get the right exit, he'll have the DRS. He's got enough ERS saved up as well. Don't think Jake the Slayer's going to fight this too hard. Although Jake the Slayer got a good exit, it's going to be difficult for Beefy to get past it. He might have to wait. Yeah, and he is going to have to wait. Jake the Slayer defending this a lot harder than Ayrton did. Might work out for him. It might cost him though. Jake the Slayer's real battle is with Jake for P5, or will be P6 after. But of course, Bills has still got to pit. Nunda, look at that gap then. Bills really been caught. Bills is fantastic effort. Bills is just going to stay there, I think, a couple more laps and then put the softs on. He's doing really well though, Bills. Jake SCA is still struggling, but he's still got P5, and Jake the Slayer's out of DRS range. Oh, that's stuck my throat. Oh, FIFA Beefy. He's out of ERS though, and Adam gets a 3-second penalty. Out of ERS, and he's on low fuel as well. He needs to get this move done, Jake the Slayer, pretty quickly. He's going to take a wide line there and swoop back, and that's a good exit there from from Beefy. And I think he might go for the move here. Is he going to go down the inside? He's going to go for it, and Jake the Slayer, is he going to hit a wall? I don't think he did. Beefy got the move done, well done to Beefy. But Billy Dave's getting past Vintage there for P12, good effort there. And Dylan's getting past Vintage as well. Marvin P10 then. Marv is 23 seconds behind 9th. And then he's 24 seconds clear of 11th. Marv must be getting really bored. Yeah, Bill's still holding on to that P2. Beefy is then going to be looking for P5 off Jake, isn't he? Jake the Slayer is 2 seconds clear of Ayrton, and that's his real battle, isn't it? It's crazy. Bill gets another 3-second penalty, and he losing the pits.
Ooh, I'm catching up to the front people. Let's see what's going on over here.
A lap down though.
Yeah, but that's not the point. That's not the point.
Yeah,
I'm just spectating.
I think Ayrton is 2.5 seconds behind Jake the Slayer. Now he's got to start to look behind him because Shadders is only 1.3 behind, and Beefy goes down the inside and gets a move done on Jake. Jake for his point is fighting that one with Beefy on fresh mediums. So Beefy's going to start to pull away, I think. He's only 6 seconds behind this battle, which Bills is holding up McKenty and Nunda. So Bills holding up McKenty and Nunda. This is going to really help Beefy. We see that gap at the moment, it's 5.9. That will just keep closing up. 5.8 now. 5.6. Wait, 5.5. Theo's left the session. Unfortunately, he has had internet problems, hasn't he? And the longer Bill stays out, the happier FIFA Beefy's going to get on these fresh mediums. He is saving up the fuel at the moment and his ERS, so he might not close it up immediately. Will Bills pit this lap? If he wants to go on softs to the end, I think he might have to go one more lap, maybe even 2, because 9 laps of softs round here is going to be a big struggle. Well, I hope he stays out. And he does stay out as well, because he's really going to bring Beefy into this battle, isn't it? He's clear of Jake now, so he's not got worry behind him. Jake the Slayer's had a bad lap, because he's been caught now by the 2 guys behind. He's fallen back from Jake. Poor Marv, look, running around in P10 on his own. He must be getting really bored. Good practice for him anyway. Adam 11th, Billy Dave 12th, Dylan 13th. They're all out of the battle, I think.
Just a big train.
Unless there's a safety car. As the Maniac gets a penalty. Marvsky could pit towards the end and come out in 10th, so for fresh softs, and then get another point for fastest lap possibly.
Just a big train behind Bill, so that's how big it's 2 cars.
We're on board with Jake the Slayer, who is now within DRS range again. He's had a good lap here, and look at the gap. So behind Bills, it's 4.7 for Beefy behind. Bills is really struggling on these tyres, but he knows what he's doing. So he'll be on fresh softs to the end. He'll probably come out down in 9th, and in a bit of a race of his own. But he'll be going for fastest lap then and closing up this gap. And Nunda's going to have a look at McKenty. He's clawed all his gap back, hasn't he, after that spin earlier on. He's got better pace. But of course McKenty's been held up by Bills. Beefy's nearly 4 seconds now. And look, because the reason this happens when a car's being held up is because the cars behind, like McKenty and Nunda, they're taking different racing lines to try and get past and defend against each other. And they're having to go slow, locking up. There we go, they're all over the place. And now it's 3.2 to FIFA Beefy, and Bill stays out another lap. And Nunda's going to have a run on McKenty, because McKenty had to brake because of where Bills went. And nobody goes for a move again. 3 seconds to FIFA Beefy. As we see the ghost of Crazy Bill confusing things there for him.
I'll confuse a bit of DRS.
FIFA Beefy 2.2 seconds behind. He's on for a podium now. Once Bills pits, McKenty's really catching up to Bills though. Is he finally going to get a move done? He goes down the inside, and is Bills going to fight it? Not really. He gets the move done. Is Nunda going to get the move done as well? Oh, they hit each other. And he does get the move done. That goes to Crazy Bills. Really, it made it impossible for people to see around there.
Sorry about that.
They both get the move done on Bills. And FIFA Beefy 6 tenths behind Bills. There we go. Beefy has played a masterclass, and he'll be messaging Bills after this race. FIFA Beefy Bills, thank you very much. I think Nunda and McKenty have both got 3 set penalties. I've not seen Beefy get any yet. My speech has been terrible tonight, honestly. I keep saying I can't get my words out. You'd think I've had a few drinks. I haven't, trust me. Beefy, I'm sure it's just a matter of time before he gets past Bills. Oh, McKenty's got another 3 set penalty. Beefy will want to get the move done quickly though, otherwise he'll lose more time. Although it is an opportunity for him to save fuel on his ERS. He's not on low fuel mode anymore. Is he going to go for it here? No, he's not. I'm sure Bills is going to pit this lap though for fresh softs. 16 laps on those mediums, incredible effort. And there we go, Bills really had to brake there just because he was coming into the pits. Yellow flag again as the Maniacs retired in the pits, which is sad to see. Jake Deslay and Jake both get past, and Beefy then is 2 seconds behind Nunda. As it stands, Beefy's going to be P2 with the penalties, but he's going to catch this battle on the track anyway, Beefy. I don't think Beefy's the type of person just to sit back behind him and win it on penalties. I think he'll go for it. Argentina, forgot about him. 12 seconds clear.
He's won this.
It looks like it unless something goes horribly wrong. Argentina then. Don't know why all my intervals are gone. McKenty has been a fantastic race. He had one incident with FaZe Bailey, who's obviously crashed, and that has been it. McKenty defending from Nunderland, they're really battling each other. And FIFA Beefy, look how close he is to this battle now. Theo's got a penalty speed in the pit lane, he's coming to the pits. Theo's retired in the pits as well, that's not good to see. His internet was all over the place though today. McKenty's struggling from Nunda, and obviously McKenty's got more penalties than Nunda as well, so as it stands the podium will be Argentina, Beefy, Nunda.
Oh, there's yellow flags here.
It's only because Theo's retired in the pits, not a problem there.
His ghost is coming back out.
Yeah, they do, don't they? And again, we've got this train forming. Jake under Theo, yeah, Theo's retired the car, it's come back out of the pits, hasn't it?
Yeah.
He needs to get that out of the way. There we go, and I think it has got out of the way now anyway. It's ghosting anyway. We saw Jake Deslay really catching up to Jake though. I think Jake's got more penalties anyway, as Nunda gets another 3 second penalty. Oh look, Beefy's going to go down inside of Nunda, and he gets the move done. Nunda went for the move on McKenty, and he left himself susceptible to this attack from FIFA Beefy. Beefy's up into P3, and now he's going to be going for McKenty as well. Yeah, Jake's really under pressure for Jake the Slayer, and Marva's pitted for fresh softs. There we go then. He has lost a place to Adam, so he's down to P11, but he's on these fresh softs now. He's going to go a bit more adventurous. Only 1 point to lose, so he's going to go for it. Bills, when he did pit, was fresh softs, so he's comfortably P9 now on his debut. Shadow's catching up to Ayrton. Ayrton has fallen back though from Jake the Slayer. It's now 3.3 seconds, and I'm not quite sure who that was. Andy Loon. It goes for, yeah, it goes for Andy Loon. Just completely went off the runoff area there. Alpha Mayo have had a terrible race here. Beefy really catching up to McKenty though. Oh, McKenty. Oh, they've hit each other. Oh, and Nunda's taken 2 places.
Fancy that.
Oh, are they going to hit each other again? No, they're not. McKenty just, he lost the rear end, and it went sliding into where Beefy was. And then they both hit each other, pushed each other to the side of the track. A completely racing incident, of course, where one of them just slid, and it let Nunda come through and take 2 places. And you know, see Andy Lou disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. We saw him go down the escape road as Bills gets fastest lap for P9. I'm sure Marv's going to have something to say about that on those fresh softs though. So this battle then, Nunda was 4th, he's now 2nd. Although FIFA Beefy's in the battle anyway because he has got no penalties that we know of. And he's on fresher tyres as well. Jake S's hard tyres are starting to go off. He's lucky not to get wing damage there. Jake the Slayer might just be hanging back, so he knows that P5 will be his. But look, Jake is 2.5 off McKenty. Jake the Slayer could actually be close to the podium if these guys keep catching up here. Because, yeah, McKenty's got 6 seconds, Jake the Slayer only 3. So at least 3 battling each other. Jake the Slayer is really catching up, as well as Jake, we would say Jake S as well, but he has got, I think he's got 9 seconds of penalties, I'm not too sure, but... Oh, just, for goodness sake, as soon as we say that, Jake the Slayer makes it 6 seconds of penalties for himself. Unbelievable. Sorry, jinxed it yet again. Commentator's curse. Beefy catching up to Nunda then. Oh, he didn't get the best exit onto the straight though, so I don't think he's going to... Although he is going quicker though, he's not going to get the move done here, is he? Nunda keeps the place. Beefy's still on low fuel mode, only just though, keeps flickering in and out. He wants the move done. Argentina will have a look at him for a second. There we go, look. Bill sets another fastest lap. Now then, this is going to be a good chance for Beefy here. He's using his fuel, he's using his ERS. He really wants the move done here. He goes to the outside of for Beefy. And I don't think he's going to get it done here. Oh, he does get it done here. Nunda backed out slightly. Beefy gets the move done. Well done there, great move from FIFA Beefy. That P2 looks like it's his now, doesn't it? So Nunda 3rd, McKenty 4th. Level amount of penalties, that is the battle. Of course Nunda's on 2 laps fresher tyres though. Then further back we've got the battle for 5th. Jake on 5 lap older hards. 18 laps he's been on for, whereas Jake the Slayer only 13. Nightwing's left the session. Nightwing of course is the championship admin, so he was spectating for this, just to have a look through the instance and see what's going on. He's also in the comments with us as well, so we'll speak to him soon as Crazy Bill gets a 3-second penalty. Woohoo! So we said we think Jake S has got 9 seconds, well I'm not too sure if it is 9 or 6. I'm not going to have a look through the race, sorry, we'll just wait for the end. So Jake the Slayer might really need this place on the track. Even still, it's great to see Jake the Slayer back higher up in the points though. He was like this for the first 5 or 6 races and it started to go downhill. It's great to see him back now, up towards the top where he belongs. And he could go, he might even overtake DJ Jawley here and go up in the standings. Promotion still up for grabs for him. And McKenty gets another 3-second penalty. So Jake the Slayer might even get ahead of, he could even get P4 yet. That's if Nunda keeps holding up McKenty, which he is at the moment. And that Jake the Slayer might have to get past Jake S for P5 on the track as well, and he is catching up, but he's not going to be close enough, is he? No, he's not. Jake's been fantastic defending that P5, isn't he? Those hard tyres are really starting to go. Jake the Slayer saved up a lot of VRS too. Could be a nomination for driver of the day. Yeah, Jake is not falling back from the 2 in front because they're holding each other up. See him in the distance there. Bills has really caught up to Shadows, isn't he? And Marv's really catching up to Adam on those fresh softs too. Marv hasn't got fast as that. It's Bills at the moment, but he's going to get that P10 back in a minute anyway. There we go, and he'll open up DRS here. ERS fully activated. Adams had a great race after starting last. Marv's going to go to the inside. Adams got wing damage. I don't think he's going to fight too hard. Marv's goes flying off the track, but he gets the move done. Well done to Marv there. Jake the Slayer's 2nd back though, so that P4's going to be looking difficult for him. He needs Nunda to hold up McKenty even more. Beefy's not pulling away too much from this battle. His tyres are so worn from where his fighting leads to. Bill's on Shatters then, Bill's on Shatters. Is he going to get it P8? Is he going to get it on straight? Yes he will, I'm sure he will. That exit, fantastic exit there from Bills. He takes P8 off Shatters. There we go, will Shadows fight it back? I don't think he will, he's not got the grip, has he? Marvsky then P10, 40 seconds back off Shadders. He's going to be saving up, and I think going for fastest lap then. And the next lap, McKenty and Nunda. Oh, they're going to hit each other. Oh, they're going to go for it again. Round 2. And they make contact. Oh, they both clip each other. And they're both going to lose a lot. They've lost nearly a second to the cars behind from doing that. McKenty, P3 then. He got that move done. You see Beefy in front still overtaking the Ghost, Cal Cohen. And then there's glitching engine. Yeah, look at the gap. Look at this gap here then. Jake S is only 1.6 behind Jake the Slayer. Not too far behind either. He's got DRS. Nunda has on McKenty as well. So penalties can make this really interesting. As it stands, Jake the Slayer would be 4th. With McKenty having, I think, 9 seconds of penalties. Jake the Slayer only 6. So it is only a good few seconds that separates 3rd and 6th now. Ghost not making things easier, but Nunda is catching up to McKenty. Jake S could have DRS soon on Nunda. He's going to have DRS from the Ghost of Cal Cohen. So he's going to catch up to him. And these old hard tyres have come back into life, even though they're 21 laps old. Because Nunda and McKenty have been fighting so much, theirs have actually worn off quicker, haven't they? We're on the last lap, by the way, in Argentina. Has led this start to finish, hasn't he? Apart from when he pitted for Beef, and then Beefy was on the hards in the lead. Absolutely dominant. I don't think he's got wing damage 1. Incredible. Look at him weaving. Look at him weaving. I thought if he lost it weaving and then spun and lost his wheel. That'd be funny. But he deserves his moment here. We're going to have a watch of him. Look at that. What a race from Argentina. The championship leader's going to win here. Who's going to get P3 though? As it stands, I think it'll be Nunda. And it might be Jake.
Who's going to get P2?
That would be FIFA Beefy. Yeah,
yeah.
P2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 all up for grabs. I think it'll be Nunda on the final spot at the podium. Unless he picks up another penalty very soon. Jake S has been fantastic defending though. He's been really, really good defending from Jake the Slayer. Kept it clean, and Jake the Slayer needs to keep it clean as well, because he could be on for overtaking McKenty here as it stands. Gap to leader, there we go. It's 3 seconds nearly exactly between 3rd and 6th. And Bills gets a 3-second penalty in Argentina. There we go, he crosses the line. Argentina wins the Singapore Grand Prix. Fantastic race that was. Absolutely dominant start to finish. Fully deserved. FIFA Beefy, fantastic strategy. P2 for him, and he gains quite a bit. He's only 6 seconds off in the end. Nunda takes P3. Jake the Slayer P5. There we go, and he takes it off Jake in the end. Ayrton goes up to 4th. Ayrton was 4 tenths off the podium. Bills is 8th, Shadows 9th, Marvsky across the line for 10th. Ayrton was 4 tenths off P3 because of the amount of penalties Nunda, McKenty, Jake and Jake had. We missed that one, didn't we? Ayrton got no penalties. There were obviously more penalties than we saw for the others. Ayrton must be gutted. I mean, fantastic P4 for Ayrton anyway. But 4 tenths off a podium. So McKenty drops to P5, P5, that doesn't make sense. P5. Jake the Slayer was 6th. Jake down to 7th, even still, fantastic race. 22 laps on the hards. Bill's 8th after a poor start. Shadows 9th and Marvsky 10th. Adam crosses the line for 11th. Bearded Dave. Vintage Crazy Bill and Cal Cohen across the line anyway. As they were lapped. Bearded Dave didn't finish the race lapped. There we go. He was only 6 tenths off 11th in the end. Good effort from the Bearded Dave. Dylan last to take P13. Marvin said, great race everyone. Yes, I was bored. Driving man on his own, he got a point out of it in the end. Serious mushroom, Ayrton so close, good job. It was fantastic from Ayrton. This is giving driver of the day to Adam. We'll put our vote out soon. Yeah, Jake unlucky with the penalties, otherwise he would have got higher, but that's a fantastic race. Really enjoyed that. There we go then, Argentina on the podium, lifting that winner's trophy. Another win for Haas. Beefy and Ayrton to get any penalties. Incredible. Absolutely fantastic that is. How many penalties? Was that 21? Adam got 21 seconds of penalties. Yeah, 12 for Jake, 9 for Jake to Slay, 9 for Ayrton, 9 for McKenty, sorry. Yeah, really good effort there. I really enjoyed that race. Again, it was a very clean race. Anyone had any instance, obviously send it into instant report. Bills gets an extra point for fastest lap as well. And then join us tomorrow night at 7:30 for the Premier League in Singapore, and that'll be even quicker. Might not be as clean, but we'll see. Really looking forward to that one as well. Fantastic racing night it's been for us. Both leagues exceptional. Theo saying he enjoyed that as well. Well done to the podium sitters. Well done everyone. Great race. Kept it nice and clean. And we will see you tomorrow for the Premier League. Thanks to Crazy Bill for joining us as well. See you tomorrow night then. Good night.